Okay, part A of our example. We're going to solve the index inequality. 0.8 to the power of 1 plus 2x is less than 200. So it's clearly an index inequality. Unknown is the power, and we've got an inequality sign. Okay, first up, the same as solving an index equation. When a power has more than one term, we've got to put brackets around it to begin with. Okay, just like an index equation, the next thing we do is try to make the bases the same, but clearly we'll never make these bases the same. So that's the cue to take natural log of both sides. So take natural log of both sides. Okay, next plan is we're going to make the power of the number that comes immediately after the log, we're going to make that the coefficient of the log. Okay. Now, at this stage, of course, we want to try and get x. We have two options here. What you could either do is you could divide both sides by natural log of 0.8, or you could multiply out the brackets and then make x the subject. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply out the brackets. So I'm going to get 1 times natural log of 0.8, so that's going to be natural log of 0.8, plus 2x times the natural log of 0.8, and that's less than the natural log of 200. Okay, going to get the x term by itself here, so going to shift natural log of 0.8 over. Now, to get x by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 times the natural log of 0.8. Now, this is where we need to be careful. So we'll be left with x on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, we're going to have natural log of 200 minus natural log of 0.8, and that's all over 2 times the natural log of 0.8. Now I've left a space here deliberately for where the inequality sign has to be. Now, we have just divided both sides by 2 times the natural log of 0.8. Now I just said to you in the last video that when you take any log of a number between 0 and 1, it's going to be negative. So that means 2 natural log of 0.8 is going to be negative. So we've just divided through an inequality by a negative. That means we have to reverse the direction of the inequality sign. So it's now pointing to the right. That is critical. So now at this stage, what I'm going to do is put brackets around the numerator because there's more than one term on it, and then I'm going to go to calculator and type it in carefully. Okay, and that's going to give us a negative, so that is going to give us x is greater than minus 12.371, and then we'll round it to 3SF, so final answer, x is greater than minus 12.371. 12.4, and that is to 3SF. Now, you can check your answer. In other words, the solution for this original inequality is any x value bigger than minus 12.4. So if you sub in any x value bigger than minus 12.4, this inequality should hold. In other words, the left-hand side should be less than the right-hand side. You could then experiment by subbing in a value of x which is smaller than minus 12.4 or minus 12.4 itself, and you'll find that that inequality won't hold.